Hey everyone, showing you how to complete this week's powerful spider bounty. It is another new one. This one takes us to Mars, and this one is the Eye in the Dark. It's basically a Shrieker, but there's a couple interesting mechanics to the fight. So anyways, once you enter the Lost Sector, you may or may not have the same one as me. Go ahead and work your way to the end where the boss would normally be. You can skip enemies if you need to, or fight a few if you need to get past. And then once you enter the fight, it will become a darkness zone, and you will see a Shrieker currently closed, unable to do damage to him. Now this first initial thing, you're going to kill a couple enemies, and then there's going to be a couple exploding thrall which look ominous enough, and they have ominous names, so what you need to do is take splash damage from these guys in order to open up the Shrieker and do damage. Now you can see I put down a healing rift to help, and then I went to town with my new Thunderlord, which I highly recommend bringing. And you can see I do more than half of his health bar damage in that first phase. Now I think this may or may not have an effect on the following waves here. Those cursed thrall, instead of showing up for the next phase, you will get a giant shielded knight. I'm not sure if, because I did a lot of damage, like I said, I'm not sure if that made this damage phase shorter, but you can see I will waste a super on this, thinking I can do damage when I don't have enough time. So the Shrieker opens up and I'm like, okay, here we go, and closes right up, so I waste the super on that one. This next part now, we'll get more enemies, and we will get a couple of wizards as well. And the same thing, the Shrieker will open up directly after killing the two wizards, but then close up again, so that may, like I said, may be related to the damage I did in the first phase. So you may or may not, depending on the damage you do, you may or may not have more time to damage him. So I've got one wizard down, and the second one will be down in a minute here. Trying to collect orbs to build my super back up. And you can see the wizard's not too much of a challenge. And again, I have the dark ones up, and then closes up right away. He moves positions, and now this is when I will get my my final round of damage in. Take down a few of these enemies here, and then those cursed thrall will reappear, and it will be the same tactic. I put down a healing rift to help me, and then take some splash damage from them to open up the Shrieker. So we're clearing the mob here. There we go. And there is the cursed thrall in the back, the Wormcursed. And I figured this spot here is as good as any, so I'll put down my rift and then wait for the thrall to get closer. And there we go. And then I go directly into my super, which is enough to take him down and complete the bounty. Now again, this isn't going to be a tougher bounty for most, especially if your light level is at the max. But yeah, there are a couple of interesting mechanics to this. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully this helps you out.